How is it going, everyone? It's Kay Lumity here, and it's no secret that I like cartoons and cartoon video games. I've always enjoyed them, and I'll probably enjoy them until the day I die. So I go out of my way to play cartoon-style video games, and I always like talking about every single video game I go through, every single game I beat, especially when they are new and on the Xbox Series X. So today we're going to be talking about PJ Masks' Heroes of the Night. Another game by Outright Games, probably my favorite game company that is currently existing, like in current existence of game companies. Outright Games is probably my favorite. I like them quite a bit. I've actually been able to have some interactions with the people online, and they've always been super cool. They're cool to everyone. If you see the way that they talk to people online, they're really professional, really cool, and really friendly. So I really like the company, and whether you like their games or not, I definitely think that the people there are definitely down to earth, and that's always a really cool thing to see. The game is what we're talking about, though. So let's talk about the game, PJ Masks' Heroes of the Night. So PJ Masks is a cartoon that is on Netflix. I don't know where it originated. I just know it's on Netflix now. I don't know a whole lot about the actual cartoon itself, other than it's about three kids who basically have superpowers at nighttime, and they go stop criminals. Well, I shouldn't even call them criminals. They stop other kids who are villains, is what I should say. So that's basically the whole premise of the show, and this is a video game all about that premise. So you're playing as Gecko, you're playing as Catboy, and you're playing as Owlette as you go through levels, basically just doing some platforming and collecting. This isn't really an action game or anything like that. It's basically just a collect-a-thon. You're going through collecting gems in every single level. You're trying to find the emblems of each character. You find one emblem for each character in every single level. And that's basically what this game is. And then you get to the end of each level, and there's a short little quick time event that you have to do, and that's the end of the level. There's really no action. There's no real enemies in this. Like, there's some robots on the map, but you can't fight them or anything like that. If you bump into them, it's not like it makes you lose the level or anything. You don't even lose a life. It just kind of bounces you back a little bit, and that's about it. There's no real consequences in this game. This game is made for kids. You know, it's not a super hardcore beat 'em up, anything like that. It's literally just a platformer collect-a-thon. That's all you're doing in this. You're just collecting gems, you're just collecting the hero emblems, and that's it. But I think for kids, that's fine. I think just for kids who enjoy PJ Masks, I think that they're going to enjoy this just fine. Especially because it feels like every single level in this game is basically like its own episode of the show. So I think that if there's a kid that has watched all the PJ Masks episodes, then this would be great for them because they'd be able to watch this or play this, and they would basically be getting more episodes because it really feels like you're watching a cartoon, which is pretty cool. In terms of graphics and everything, it looks really good. It looks like how the show does, so it looks fantastic there. It looks fine. No problems there. In terms of performance, it performs pretty well for the most part. The only time I noticed any sort of slowdown was on some of the driving sections. You do get to fly in Owlette's vehicle. You get to use Gecko's underwater vehicle, and you get to use Catboy's car. And I only noticed the slowdown on the Owlette levels. Whenever you're using her glider-type airplane thing, whenever you're using that vehicle, there's definitely some frame rate issues I noticed and some slowdown, but it's not bad enough to, worry about, really. It's just something I noticed a little bit that could probably be fixed later on if they decide to. The only other glitch I can really think of is a cutscene glitch that happens in the very last level. There's actually two cutscene glitches in the last level. One is just when you see Gecko trying to knock down a box. He hits the box and it's supposed to go into this, basically, space in between these two platforms, and it's supposed to fill in the space so Owlette can cross. The problem is, though, it actually doesn't move when he hits it. He hits it, and then Owlette just walks right through the box, and it just phases through it and just ends up on the other side either way. So it doesn't really affect gameplay or anything like that. It's just a bug I noticed that that probably be fixed later on if they decide to fix it. This game has been out for a while, though, so I don't know if they're going to fix it or not. Maybe nobody else has this problem. It's just something I noticed. I don't know, but I noticed it. It happened for me. The only other one I noticed was Romeo, who is one of the villains. At the very end of the game, his lab coat was a little bit see-through, and I could see the background of what was behind him, and that was a little bit distracting. But again, no deal breakers or anything like that, just small little glitches. Pretty much every game in 2022 is going to be having some sort of bugs or glitches. It's just how it is these days. But I think performance-wise, everywhere else, it performs fine. The actual levels and stuff, they're pretty well designed, especially considering the market of who this game is for. They're well designed in that area. I like that you have, Catboy, who has the double jump ability, so you're having him do the double jumps and getting the coins in mainly platforming areas. Then you have Owlette, who does flying, and you can use her to basically fly, and you have little flying sections throughout the levels, and you get the gems that way. And then you have Gecko, who can climb up walls, and he gets gems while climbing up the side of walls and stuff like that. So you do get quite a bit of variety in each level. There's always something in the level that's changing up. While it is repetitive because you're just collecting gems, at least you do get to play as 3 different characters in each level. You're still playing as Gecko, Catboy, and Owlette in each level. So with 3 characters there, at least, it feels like they're changing it up quick enough where you're not getting bored with just one character. Because if this was just one character, yeah, it would probably be boring. But with the way it's set up, it's not too bad. The game itself, like I said, it's nothing super exciting. It's not going to probably be super exciting for any adult gamers. I played it. Yeah, it's not very exciting. It's actually a relaxing game, if I'm being honest. Like, I play this before I go to bed. I'm just like, okay, I played this for about an hour, now I can go to sleep. It's very relaxing. It actually is just kind of a pleasant game if you're just kind of tired at the end of the day and you just want to unwind and play something easy and simple. Like, honestly, that's actually not a bad way to end the day, is by playing this game, So, if you're just looking for something relaxing, hey, it's only $20, might as well pick it up and try it out. And it's an easy 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score. I was actually kind of surprised that there's even diamond achievements in this game because the achievements are so easy to get. But either way, it's an easy 1,000 out of 1,000. It's pretty relaxing, and it's a good way to end your day after a hard day of work. So there you go. Overall, for $20, which is about what this game goes for, I don't think that's too bad. I think it's, again, for who it's marketed towards, which is kids, the game is fine. They're going to enjoy this game if they enjoy the show. If you're an adult looking at this game thinking, maybe I should pick it up just so I have some sort of platforming, just go into this knowing that it's not an action platformer. It's more of just kind of a relaxing, laid back, just sit back, no consequences, just collecting gems and going through levels. That's all it is. You're probably not going to get a whole lot of excitement out of it, but you will get an easy 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score, and you will have just a kind of a nice, relaxing end of your day if that's how you decide to go about it. Overall, the game's length, let me go ahead and check right here, see how long it took me. It took me 5 hours to beat, so that's a decent amount of time. I don't know how long most kids' games are. If I had to base off some of the other ones I played, I'd say that's probably about right. It's usually about 4 to 7 hours for kids' games, so I'd say that's about right. So it's not super long, but it's not super short either. It's probably a good in the middle number for a kids' game, so there you go. So pick it up if you want. Like I said, if you have a PJ Masks fan in your family, they'll enjoy this. If you are just wanting something relaxing, you'll probably enjoy this as well. I think that for $20, there's a lot worse ways you could spend your money. So there we go. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next video. You have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.